Welcome to the My Creative Days podcast, where we will talk about all things DIY, home decor, decorating tips, and creating a beautiful home on a budget. I am hoping our time together will spark a creative idea, help you plan your next DIY, or inspire you to finally tackle that project you keep putting off. Grab your favorite cup of motivation and let's chat. Hello and welcome back to the podcast. Today I'm going to talk about Facebook Marketplace. I know I've done a couple of podcast episodes about Facebook Marketplace, but I am getting more and more questions and specific questions. And so your questions that you send in, through email, lindsay@mycreativedays.com, or on Instagram @mycreativedays, those are like gold to me because they tell me exactly what you need, what information you need, what would be helpful to you. So please keep them coming. They're just so helpful to me. And to be completely honest, they are my favorite podcast episodes to record because I know exactly what you need. And so today I'm going to talk about 10 tips on how to find the best deals and items on Facebook Marketplace. So the different questions that I'm getting about Facebook Marketplace, they're kind of in different categories, that's just for lack of a better term. And so I'm just breaking down the different episodes, the podcast episodes, to just make them a little more streamlined and not all over the place. So this is coming from somebody that wants to wants to learn how to do Facebook Marketplace a little bit better, what they should know, what they shouldn't do, what they should do, what they shouldn't do, all those kinds of things. So I'm just going to share 10 tips today that will maybe are things that you're not thinking about, and it's just going to be the best way. These things are going to help you find the best things on Facebook Marketplace. Let's just dive into it. Number one, you want to use specific keywords. So be specific in your search terms so you can narrow down your results. So that may include, brand names, models, specific features you're looking for, but also remember that people use different words for different things, right? So you may call it a dresser, but somebody else may call it a chest of drawers. You get what I'm saying though. Just people use different words for different things, and you can just Google, another word for dresser or another word for a buffet, whatever it is. So just make sure when you are searching, you are using different keywords, but be specific as you can, just so that you can narrow down the search, but just use different words if you're not seeing what you're looking for. You can set the filters also on Facebook Marketplace. So maybe it's location, you don't want to have them ship the item, whatever it is. Maybe it's the price range you're looking in. Item condition, just refine your search to find exactly what you want. Just like any kind of thrift shopping, yard sale shopping, estate sale shopping, you want to browse regularly. And this is my problem with Facebook Marketplace because I just don't have the time. But I watch people find the most amazing things on Facebook Marketplace because they are diligent about regularly browsing it and getting on there every day, a certain time a day, multiple times a day. And I need to get in a better routine of that. If don't think it's, I just can't find the best stuff on my Facebook Marketplace, or it's my area or whatever. No, it's just the best things are getting picked up quickly, are getting, claimed quickly. So you just have to browse regularly. Items are listed all the time on Facebook Marketplace, from cars and homes to, tennis shoes and clothes. So just make it a habit to browse Marketplace regularly so that you can snag the best deals before others do. Check multiple categories. So along with the keywords and what people may call something, their items may be listed in different categories than you think. Sometimes, like if I'm looking for yard sales or something, they're not put in the yard sale category. Just explore the different categories so that you can find, somebody may think it's something else. So you just want to make sure that you're open to, checking multiple categories because it just may not be in the category you think it should be. Sort by recent. So if you can sort your listings by the most recent, then you'll see the most newly posted items first. And, those are what people are like when you're browsing regularly, that's what you want to look for, because it just increases your chances of finding items that haven't been snatched up, so if you can find those recent listings right away, sort your search by that. Check for local deals. So look for the items that are listed by sellers in your local area, so that you save on shipping costs, or then you can just arrange for a convenient pickup. It's crazy because Facebook Marketplace used to only be local. There wasn't that shipping option, but now we have listed multiple things on Facebook Marketplace to sell. And there's always that, do you offer shipping? So if you're looking to save on shipping and you would rather stay local, make sure that you look for those items that are listed locally. Negotiate. Don't hesitate to negotiate with sellers, especially sellers that are, maybe they're cleaning out the garage or they're cleaning out their wardrobe or whatever it is, especially if you're buying multiple items from them or that their listing has been up for a while. You can politely ask for a lower price, or, are you willing to negotiate? Is there any wiggle room? You may be able to get a better deal. Don't think that you can't negotiate on Facebook Marketplace. The next one is inspect thoroughly. So I did a podcast episode about what happens when I go to get a Facebook Marketplace item and it is not what I thought it was going to be. You need to inspect whatever item you're buying thoroughly. Anybody that posts anything on Facebook Marketplace for sale, unless you're saying sold as is, should never expect somebody that's coming to check it out or buy it, that they're not going to inspect it thoroughly to make sure that it's going to be something they really want to buy. And so you want to make sure that you get in the habit of doing that as well. So inspect the items in person before you're making the purchase, just to make sure that they meet your expectations, it's in good condition, or if it's not, it's something you can fix, something you can sew, whatever it is. Just you want to inspect that thoroughly. Unless it's like, for me, it's like an amazing vintage piece of furniture at an unbelievable price. Would I ever, like a $10 farmhouse hutch that, it's going to have its chippy paint and may have some issues, but like that price is unbelievable. I will just buy it without checking it out. You know what I mean? Like you're going to have those things. If the price is right and like crazy low and they're just trying to get rid of it, that may be an exception. But when I am flipping furniture and I get the piece done and I may be selling it on Facebook Marketplace, I have had people pay for it before they even come and get it. Especially those pieces that it's getting a lot of attention really fast. They don't want to have to not get it, or they have to wait till they get out of work or something, and they just don't want it to be gone before they go. So that has happened before. Sight unseen, they will pay for it before they even come and get it. So because I'm not going to get into this side of it, but if you're selling, I highly recommend you never hold anything. You never hold anything that is not paid for. From experience, that can just lead to, it's just a nightmare. So I'm not going to go to the selling side though today, but that does happen every now and then. Verify the seller's reputation. Check the profile. See if they have ratings. See, they have a good reputation. Just like you would on Amazon. If you're going to buy, something on Amazon, you check the ratings. You check how many reviews it actually has. It's just something to do whenever you're buying anything online. You can also set alerts. So I said set alerts. You can use save search and alert features to receive notifications. But one thing that I like to do too, so if I am browsing Facebook Marketplace and I find something that I love, but I'm not going to buy, or it's far away or whatever, I heart it. So I like it. And it's Facebook, when you're browsing Marketplace, Facebook will it's kind of like an algorithm. They will, take that into account, quote unquote. I'm just trying to, for again, lack of a better term, but they will, watch what you are hearting and liking, and then they will show you more of those things. So definitely be on the habit of doing that. Even if it's something, like I said, it's far away, or even if it's something close and I know I love it, but I'm not going to buy it. I want to see more of things like that, then I heart it, just so that algorithm can kind of, show me those same things then. So you're kind of teaching, or you're kind of trying to work with the algorithm. Was that it already? 10 tips. I went through those fast. So those are the 10 tips that I would share so you can find the best deals and items on Facebook Marketplace. Facebook Marketplace, it's like any kind of thrifting or estate sailing or, anything like that. It's not guaranteed. But if you try some of these tips and do get in the habit of some of these things, it's going to be a much better experience, and you're going to be able to find the best stuff at the best price. So if this was helpful, share this podcast. I always appreciate it when you share the podcast. Again, if you have something you would like me to cover on the podcast, or you have a question or an issue or whatever, please reach out to me on Instagram at mycreativedays, or email me, lindsay@mycreativedays.com. Like I said, those questions and those topics are so helpful to me, so I know what kind of content you need and what kind of help you need. So until next time, I hope you have a great day, and I will talk to you very soon. Hello, friends. Thank you so much for listening to the podcast. I'm grateful that you tune in every week and that you share the show with your family and friends. I love having creative chit chats with you, and my hope is that this podcast will inspire you to try a new project, start a DIY that you've been putting off, and decorate your home exactly how you want it. There are a few ways you can help us with the podcast. Follow the podcast so you don't miss an episode. And if you could take a few minutes to leave the podcast a review, that would help us so much. Again, thank you for being here, and I look forward to our chat next week. Bye-bye.